We're joining Brad in the sandy hills of Nebraska this time around, hunting with longtime friend John Brunson and the Deer Meadow Outfitter gang. After the long drive, Brad wanted to make sure his muzzle loader was still on, so he fired a few shots off before going out.
Maybe 5 inches left.
That's way better than what I thought.
I think we're good. Let's go find a deer now and kill. Yours looks a little shinier than mine.
Professional super guy.
What's the deal, Trent?
Mine's a little newer, and it's got my name on it though, so I feel kind of special.
Kind of like that. Jeez, he's gonna be your guide today. I'm just.
I'm much better looking than him anyway. Just throwing that out there.
All right, well, we're gonna go set up a little makeshift blind, and apparently the big buck comes strolling down out of the hills here just before dark, so hopefully get him down.
I think we're gonna take these tumbleweeds and make a tumbleweed blind in that corner of the fence. The deer, that big buck I've been seeing usually comes down right here from the south, and then we got quite a few over to the west that are gonna come too, so I think our wind will be fine, and should be able to get that big buck down.
Let's do it.
If you can shoot straight.
Shoot. You never know. Definitely get a nap here. Instead of walking this afternoon, we're sitting here on the barbed wire. Got about 19 deer out there. Obviously way too far out of range. Super guy keeps putting us on the toes this trip. So I gotta work on this plan for tomorrow. Make sure he understands we just need to see one. I don't care about seeing all these does. I really don't. I'm not here just to see the scenery. I've seen it looks the same. We just want a big buck.
After glassing from the tumbleweed blind, they decided to see if they'd have a better chance on foot. The trick to hunting the sandhills of Nebraska is to cover ground and glass every chance you can get.
All I see is a doe. We might be back and try. Circle around. See if we can find them. They had to win something.
Brad Miller was in the NBA for 14 years. The NBA was his life. Now that he's retired, he's going back to the woods. He's back in his home state of Indiana, ready to tackle his next pursuit, growing big old whitetails. He's hanging stands, stocking seed, and prepping food plots. So join Brad on his second life, Country Boys Outdoors.
There we go. Yeah! Found a buck. Hopefully we should be able to put the smack down on him.
The trip had started off a little slow for Brad and them, so after walking all day without seeing much movement, they decided to call it a day. In addition to the big muleys, Brad and the crew love the home-cooked meals here at Scott's Place.
Big blackjack.
What we'll do is I'm gonna shove Jeremy on the south ranges. We'll cover the middle ranges and we'll shove Dustin on the north. So, let's go.
So we're back up on the hills, getting that good cardio, getting that little burn, and hopefully get us a big buck down today. Just waiting on a buck.
Dustin thinks the buck might be down there with the doe, so he sneaks up ahead for a closer look.
Ended up just being does. Thought maybe there'd be a buck in there, but there wasn't. But I think maybe we'll head back, get some lunch.
Brad and them weren't seeing much today, but over with John, the hunt was just beginning.
Well, it is day 2 in Nebraska and just doing a little glassing. Sun's come up. We've seen a few bucks this morning, one possible shooter, but there's one over here they've been getting some trail cam pics of that is a pretty good buck, probably pushing 80s with a kicker, so he's the one we're looking for. So hopefully we can find him.
The Sandhills have been known for the incredible size muley bucks that have been taken in this area, and hunting them takes knowing wind conditions, the lay of the land, and their travel patterns.
Bunch of deer up top. You see them? They're kind of scooting, like something pushed them out. Well, we spent about an hour glassing and haven't really seen what we're looking for, so it is time to do some walking. So we're gonna just do a little slipping and glassing and see if we can find the big boy with the kicker. We've circled the whole range from the truck, so it's time to do some walking. I guess let's start walking.
What John means is it's time to get into the nooks and crannies of the hills, because a lot of the time, deer like to hide in between the hills and get out of the wind.
He's got a chocolate rack on. Yeah, she's standing up. He's under her to the right. She's gone. He's following her. He's pretty. I like the dark rack. He's just not real wide. Here he goes. He's coming to the left. They're going up. Oh man, he's pretty.
And many times you don't know what could be just over the hill.
Yeah, I can see over there as well. 3x3 and a little 6x6. Are they on this side of that hill? Just on the other side. We should be able to shoot them from that hill. Perfect.
Something boogered him. We went after this big buck up top, never did find him. Walked around for about 2 hours and just got back to the truck. But we've got about an hour of light left now, so we're gonna ride, do a little glassing, and see if we can find another one. The next peak to the right of it looks like a white butt.
It's all a game of cat and mouse, anticipating where the deer might go next.
Brad don't want to walk. He's making him drive all the hills. We've been doing some bullshit, man. Wind and cold. And he never brings enough gear and clothes because he forgets everything.
They glassed until light was running out, and just as they were about to leave, they got an unexpected visit. John and his guide had been glassing from the car when they spotted a huge muley coming down the hill, and they were running out of light.
All right, just be still. Here they come.
John couldn't believe his eyes as he saw what was walking up, a huge muley buck.
They're looking at us. Be still. Just be still. 60 yards right there. All right, here he comes. Here we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Golly, who ain't hunting in 40-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow, baby? Ooh, that's just happened, man. Just happened. That was freaking awesome. You couldn't have bet that. You could have. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Freaking gosh, man. That was freaking awesome.
Should we go check him out?
Let's go check him out. Oh yeah, golly, bladed forks, freaking kicker. Holy cow. Well, let's load him up. Let's take him back to camp, baby. Yeah. Man, you talk about lucky. Golly, it's supposed to be cold with 40-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow. It's going to be a rough one. Golly, look at that.
This is my best one here, man. I mean, I've killed some big deer here, but he's gonna be my best. He's gonna be my best muley ever.
What a buck, man. Golly, I cannot believe that just happened like that.
It's all worth it, isn't it?
Wow. We're walking down the hill today after a 2-hour walk, and we're like, this far's not so funny now. And then look at where we're at. Holy cow. Yes.
Well, let's go show him off.
Let's go show him off. Let's go show him off, baby.
Oh.
Dude, when it comes to hunting, I mean, you can't ask for no better than that. Down to the wire.
Place, right
I mean,
time.
couple of minutes of light left.
I'll take lucky over good.
Oh, I'll take that all day long, man. Let's go show him off, baby.
Can you say the biggest mule deer I've ever shot in my life? Woo! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
Was he out there?
Y'all drove right by him. But when y'all came by, they stopped and they bedded down. And we're like, oh, they're gonna stay there till dark, man. And they came down and I'm sitting there in crosshairs and first doe comes right into my crosshairs and we're sitting still and I just hear her relax and start walking. I'm like, oh yeah. So I'm holding, doe number 2 comes to crosshairs and here comes, and he comes right into my crosshairs and then he starts walking straight to me. So he took a couple steps and he turned like, choked me that shoulder and just stopped for 1 second. And I was like, here we go. Boom! He went like 30 yards and
Nice.
just caught up. Oh, he's back in the truck.
Well,
bro.
let's go look at it.
I mean, he's got matching kickers on both sides. Holy jeez. It was freaking awesome.
All right. Look at that.
Just look at that right there, boys. Just freaking look at him. He had a limp, you know. I mean, he's an old buck, man. His teeth are wore down. He's got an old Roman nose. He had a gimp. So I punched him with the old Hornady, man. He went like 30 yards and just did the break dance.
Awesome.
He hit the dirt and it was over. That's so awesome, man.
Over.
It was so awesome. It was like perfect. We're parked towards the field. He gets out truck to pee and he's peeing and he goes, "Who's a buck?" And he's like, "They're coming over the ridge." And we bailed out of the truck and we ran and like dove into the bales of hay. That was so awesome, man. Look at him. That is just some bone in the back of the truck right there. Woo! That was the man. He was the man.
Scott still wasn't back from hunting yet, so John waited patiently to show off his monster.
Can you say the biggest muley I've ever killed? My biggest ever. Oh. Can you say double kickers off the forks? What's up, man? You won't even believe how I'm down either. Man. He is a monster.
Holy cow.
Freaking look at the mass, look at the bladed forks. Hey, matching kickers off the back. You won't even believe how it all went down. believe, man. It was awesome.
Good.
It was so awesome.
Nice.
Good job.
He was gimping, half his tails missing.
Holy crap.
It just how it all went down. It was just so awesome. We're glassing the field and we're glassing up towards like the hill. So we're like, man, I can't believe nothing's not coming down yet. And then Jeremy jumps out to pee. If he hadn't jumped out to pee, I mean, we'd have never saw this deer.
Nature called, so I had to answer that call.
It was awesome, man.
Nice. You think he's big enough, babe? Today there's just 2 of us since Johnny scored last night. We'll cover South Park, South Range. You cover North Range. And we'll cover the Middle Range, and then we'll cover the North Range. So,
Why am I not surprised to hear that?
you know, I keep the good stuff for you, and I know. I'm just really surprised that you haven't got anything by now.
Taking us outside.
I was gonna say, we'll let them stay after the buck that they were after yesterday.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm a nice person.
Oh, crap.
I'm angry.
Come on now.
Well, it's the morning here at Deer Meadows again, and it's not windy today like it has been. I'm sure it'll be coming, but we got a nice buck that we saw last night. Just couldn't get on him, and hopefully he's back in that same area, and we can blast his butt and come back with him and get some breakfast.
See if we can find that buck from yesterday. Keep on moving until we find him. It's him. Probably like 80 yards. His bed is facing away, so we should be able to get set up on him there. I think you can get right up here. You just gotta stay real low, get tucked into this yucca for now. As long as you stay low, he's just right there. You'll see the tips of his horns. We'll get you set up. You gotta stay low. Oh crap. He's looking right at us. Get slid over here. Stay real low. Careful. I guess we can probably shoot through this yucca above it. Look at him. He's looking right at us. Yeah. He's on him. Oh, he's getting up, he's getting up. He's standing. I mean, he's got a good shot. Are you on him, Brad? I'm on him. Big time. Covered up.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get that buck on film.
You ready? There we go. Yeah! There we go. There we go, baby. Smoke fall. First kill with the muzzleloader. Just make it interesting. See, we get our buck. Yeah.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
That was a dropper. The muzzleloader wins. Yes.
Oh, that's a beautiful sound.
You know what it is? You know what I hear? Cinnamon roll. Cinnamon roll. Let's go check them out now.
Let's go.
You ready, Finch?
Yeah, we go.
Yes. Highs and lows.
Look at that bone.
Man, that's all you see.
Awesome deer. Awesome deer, man. Oh yeah, he's done.
Man. See, I got eye guards
that.
unlike John.
Look at those things. Look at those brows. Well done.
Happy man.
Well done. No tracking required.
That's even
That's what
better.
we like. High shoulder. Dropped him.
Put him in the shoulder and
Yep.
gone, huh? Man.
Awesome. That
Sweet.
Roman nose.
Take the gloves off. Don't need those. Cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon rolls left?
There better be some cinnamon rolls left. Can we get a cinnamon roll?
Can't shoot.
Oh, no. Did y'all get a crack at one?
Well, of course we got a crack at one.
What's one down?
And of course he's in the back of the truck!
We gotta go check him out. We gotta go check him out. Look at this big, massive blade. Holy crap.
He's on his way down.
He's on his downswing,
For
huh?
sure.
No.
Who got eye guards at least?
Ooh, eye guard. That's old deer. Old booger, man.
Maybe that's where you
Man.
He's on his downswing. Look at that.
Yeah.
All in all, the trip had been a blast. John and Brad both got down monster muleys, and as always, they plan on returning next year.